Hello and welcome from Frankfurt to the review which has been done last Christmas about the Olympus OMD E-M1 Mark II. Thanks to Malanie and GM-Foto. Let's have a look at one of the kit lenses that you can purchase with that camera. The Olympus 12 to 40mm would cost you about €1,000 if you would buy it separately with its widest aperture of f2.8. All image and video stabilization takes place within the camera over its 5-axis image stabilizer. To switch between the manual and the autofocus, you basically just need to push or to pull the outside ring of the lens towards or away from you. In our opinion, the lens felt valuable and not too heavy with its 380 grams. Let's give it a go and have a look on the brand new camera. Okay, of course, it's not brand new, but it's brand new on my channel. In the past, I was not focused at all on Olympus since I got the E-M1 Mark II in my hands with its light body weight of only 580 grams. Besides a 20 megapixel sensor, a 5-axis image stabilizer, a high resolution electronic viewfinder with almost 2.4 million dots, you can use the Olympus for filming as well. To back up your files, we enjoyed having a dual SD card slot. For filming, it's super handy to have a port to attach an external microphone. If you'd like to share your photos over your TV, just use the mini HDMI port. And to control the camera, use the provided remote control port. At the lower side, as usual, you find a tripod mount. The battery life is marvelous with its capacity of 1720 mAh. If you take a look on the upper corner of your screen, you notice the most current status of the battery. Means if you take a full HD video, your battery will hold longer than taking a video in 4K. By the way, the electronic viewfinder covers 100% with its resolution of almost 2.4 million dots. So taking photos during bright daylight conditions has become really easy now. Let's have a quick look at the autofocus system of the Olympus. 121 AF points widespread across the sensor will help you to focus in a short time. We noticed that not every frame was in focus during continuous shooting in low light scenarios. Through the small sensor, don't expect too much bokeh. You'll be able to push the ISO up to 25,600. But stop thinking about large printouts with more than ISO 6400 with the small sensor because it could get a bit snowy. Luckily, there is a small flash included. There aren't many functions on the upper lightweight flash which can be attached to the hot shoe on top. It might be useful for some people's shots during your next birthday party, but that's it. For more than €2,000 for the body with that kit lens, you won't get better fancy color filters than with your smartphone. If you're still not familiar with Lightroom, give it a go and try them by yourself. One important feature of the Olympus camera was the integrated 5-axis image stabilizer. You can use it in 3 different modes. Stabilize your footage just over the vertical or the horizontal axis only, or make use of the full stabilizer mode. It was kind of useful for low light shots and for filming. The footage looked smooth in 4K and Full HD while walking, flying or doing a swing. It does not replace a gimbal, but for some shots it seemed to be quite useful. Talking about the video capabilities of the Olympus camera, you will be able to record your videos in MOV and in 4K with up to 30 frames per second. Up to 60 frames per second are possible in Full HD and 720p. Don't expect to get stunning slow motion videos, therefore you would need at least 100 frames per second. Maximum recording time for a single clip are 29 minutes. To access all available out-of-focus modes, just use the AF button on the upper left side. With the fingertip on the preferred mode, you can start tracking your subjects, which did work much better during daylight instead of tracking people during night. Using the high-speed continuous mode with the proper SD card, you can get about 15 photos a second with 84 photos until the buffer is busy. But then, taking photos in the ultra high-speed mode, you'll be impressed of taking 60 photos per second. So make sure to have a look in the video description below for the proper SD card I was using on that day. With an ISO setting of more than 2000, you will notice that you have some frames less in the ultra high-speed mode. The menu of the Olympus E-M1 Mark II is pretty simple to use, but is kind of complex at the same time. Simple because you can get used to it, is super quick, and complex due to its sub menus. But I guess using the camera for about 2 hours you will get there. As most of cameras nowadays are equipped with Wi-Fi, so as the Olympus equipped with some radiation as well. Just get the free Olympus app for your Android or iOS phone or tablet. Connect your camera and start taking photos and videos using your phone as a remote. Once you're done, transfer some photos without the need for an external network onto your phone and share them with friends using all social media apps of your phone. Let's make it simple and easy at the end with a short conclusion about the Olympus OMD E-M1 Mark II. Have you got the extra money for a small body that fits into most camera bags? If yes, get the camera for high-speed photos of wild animals or any other project which requires a high burst rate. If you have never used any Olympus camera before, don't worry, you will be comfortable with the camera in a short time. I guess it would have been time to use a USB 3.0 port instead of the old 2.0 connection. I did not see any time-lapse feature, which does not mean that the camera is not able to provide a proper time-lapse mode. Apart from that, a great lightweight camera with a small sensor which does a proper job for most people out there. Thanks to Malanie and GM-Foto, where you can get this camera if you pass through Frankfurt one day. See you soon and enjoy a short video sequence taken with the Olympus and the internal microphone. Bye bye!
Und zum Schluss der Audiotest.